Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel Kingsdown Roots. My name's Matt Ridout, R-I-D-O-U-T, and today we're going to be answering the question, what is the best triple white sneaker on the market in 2020? Okay, so to address the elephant in the room or the elephant in the kitchen, yes, I have changed my video setup. I've moved the camera closer to me. I've bought a new camera and yeah, just testing it out. Just want to see whether or not it works or not. So I would love to hear any comments or feedback down below. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to talk about what is the best triple white sneaker on the market at the moment in 2020. So a triple white sneaker for me is just my go-to staple, especially in the summer months. Track pants, shorts, jeans, whatever it might be, they're gonna fit, they're gonna make the outfit pop. And that is the main reason why for me a triple white sneaker is really important to get right. So I've owned a lot of triple white or all white sneakers over the years. I have one behind me on my sneaker store, which is the Adidas Vento, which I have reviewed recently, which you can check out on my channel. For me, there is a lot of choice out there in terms of your triple white options. I've pretty much explored a lot of them myself or owned them over the years, and there's only really one sneaker that for me stands out above the rest. It is something of a kind of historic moment in the sneaker industry, I would say personally. Let's look at the other options that exist out there at the moment. First of all, you have a lot of the go-to places such as Nike, Air Force Ones, all white, classic. That for me is very close to being the all-time favorite for an all-white sneaker. You then also have other brands such as Reebok, Club C's, you have the Alexander McQueen oversized sneaker. There are lots of different options. Okay, so the spot for the best triple white sneaker 2020, in my view, is actually a re-release. And yet, you probably guessed it, it's an Ultra Boost. So a lot of people will actually say that the Ultra Boost is actually now dead in terms of hype and value of resale. And for the most part, I do tend to agree. But in terms of the best triple white sneaker that exists this year, it has to be this one. So before I take this out of the box, it is worth mentioning that the original box for the Adidas Ultra Boost was in like this yellow and kind of purpley color, I guess. This 2020 version has actually come in a new design box. I've never seen this style of box before on any Adidas. So I'm not entirely sure whether or not this is unique to the Ultra Boost or unique to this particular release. Okay, so let's take these sneakers out of the box and look at them in person. So we have the Ultra Boost tissue paper, which is quite a nice touch. And then we have the sneakers themselves. One more advantage of my new camera setup is that I now have a table. I can put things on it, I can talk about sneakers, I can show you them, and I don't have to throw them on the floor every time I want to get rid of them and use my hands. Saying that. Okay, so this is the Adidas Ultra Boost Triple White. This is the 2020 release. Originally, this released in 2015 and was worn in a very iconic moment by Kanye West. He wore it on, I think, one of his tours at the time, so he wore it a number of different occasions. And for me personally, that was kind of a landmark situation in the sneaker industry. So that sneaker on that stage literally blew the minds of most sneakerheads, and this sneaker became an instant success. I should mention that this is the Adidas 1.0, so this is the first model of the Adidas Ultra Boost. There are now triple white sneakers in the 2, 3 and 4 ranges. They do not look as good as this 1.0. Like for me, this ticks all the boxes, what you want for a all white sneaker. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to talk through this sneaker as and how I see it. So starting with the outer sole, you can see that it isn't actually white. There's actually a black layer of kind of rubber material encasing the Boost in the midsole underneath it. You also then have this torsion system, which is designed to actually help improve the stability of the sole, I believe. So what was quite surprising was actually the shape and the angle of the outer sole and the toe area on this particular sneaker. Like, I did not remember it being so kind of high. It looks odd, like it looks strange to me, but when you put your foot in it, obviously that goes down and you get the proper Adidas Ultra Boost shape, which is Yeah, it's great. Then you move up to the midsole, and as we said, it's just Boost, it's exposed Boost. And this is one of the first times when this sneaker originally released, the Boost had ever been seen or worn. And I think a lot of people, myself included, didn't really realize how comfortable these sneakers were until we actually got our hands on them. Back to the design of the sneaker, what we have here on the upper is we have this kind of prime knit or knitted upper, all in white. Really nice stitching detail, really nice design, especially on the toe area, which you can see on a top-down view. You then have this Adidas 3-stripe cage, which actually contains the laces and keeps the laces separate away from the upper of the material, which actually gives a little bit more comfort to your feet when you're wearing them. And moving around to the ankle, you then have the Ultra Boost, which is on the black and silver design, which is a nice little bit of detail, which sets the colorway off really, looks really nice. Around the ankles, it's really padded, very, very comfortable. And overall, for me, just an outstanding shoe. So this re-release of the Adidas Ultra Boost Triple White, I managed to get my hands on 2 pairs. Luckily, I got my hands on a pair through Sneakers and Stuff, which I won through a raffle. And I actually managed to cop another pair on Solebox, which came out at about 160 euros or about 175 pounds, I think. Which has got to be around close to $200. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking about these sneakers and I'm going to start putting them on my feet and giving you guys a couple of different looks and styles. I would love to hear what you think, so please drop me a comment down below. Okay, so having just put these on my feet, it reminds me how much I love this sneaker. Like, in terms of comfort, it is just one of the most comfortable sneakers that I have ever worn. In terms of sizing, go for your true to size. These fit perfectly for the normal Adidas sizing run, so no problems there. I think the comfort piece for me is really where this particular sneaker separates itself from the likes of an Air Force One. Air Force Ones are comfortable, but they're heavy and they do get a bit hot, especially in the summer months. Gotta be said. And these are still stocked. Like, these are still sitting on shelves in warehouses and are still available to buy right now. So overall, I've got to say that because of the versatility of this sneaker and how it can be worn with so many outfits, the fact that it is so iconic and it has a kind of status in the sneaker history, certainly for me anyway, and the comfort and feel of the sneaker for me makes it the #1 choice for an all white or triple white sneaker in 2020. Okay, so that's it from me today. I've been Matt Rideout. This has been Kingsdown Roots. If you've enjoyed my video, then please drop me a comment and like down below. It means the absolute world to me. You can also follow me on Instagram up here. I post lots of content on there too. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.